Doing well, Alhamdulillah. What about you, Nassim? And
Alhamdulillah, thank you. Assalamu
Alhamdulillah.
alaikum, everybody. Hope all of you are doing well. Please join the webinar if you haven't already. Um, how are you doing, Nassim, brother?
Alhamdulillah. Very good. And you?
How's trading going? Alhamdulillah.
It's pretty slow. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to do something.
How was your previous trades? Did you trade anything before this dump from like 116,000?
I went in on your signal, the one with the 1% stop loss, and after that, I haven't. I'm trying to follow your what you said. Since I'm a beginner, I'm simply strictly Bitcoin.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, it should be like that until you're completely confident, inshallah.
But so far, October has been profitable.
Yes, October, like for the past 8 years, was beneficial for everybody. And this time, everybody was expecting it to be the same. But we did know that it's not going to be same, and we sold, Alhamdulillah, since like the top here. So it's a good thing. It makes me happy. Okay, let's get started with um okay guys, so we had a small move of like 4.5% in Bitcoin, if you see. Not any major move. We haven't taken this move yet. Because if we get in every single move, then that is not called discipline. But when we get in, we want to get in when the entire market moves, inshallah. And we want to avoid the risk because obviously most of our money is in Bitcoin. Uh, and for the community as well, that's what is recommended. So it's not going to be like uh, taking every single trade, but we did, alhamdulillah, have taken a lot of trades if you see this. It's massive. Obviously, we cannot be correct every single time. For example, here, that was a break even. Then here as well, that was a break even. You can see that it happened like two, three times. But then when we get in, you can see these amounts, which I have shared already with you guys. We have like 73% accuracy, not accuracy. Accuracy is alhamdulillah a lot, but 73% winning rate because we lost like three trades with 1% loss, but in total we got like 45%, which is massive. And for Ethereum, we lost none, one just in break even, but the winning rate was 100%, alhamdulillah. That was shared with you guys in full detail inside the community. So if you guys haven't joined our community, please join from the link below. If you guys have questions, let me know your questions in the chat. Then I will let you guys as well to talk. So let's go and start and see what is going to happen next because recently I told you guys no breakout bearish below 112K. Why? Why did I say this? Because if you see, this is not a breakout candle, obviously. And if we go on daily, is this looking to you any good? Because this level, which we wanted it to hold, which previously there was a nice breakout out of this level of demand, this was lost. So you cannot convince me unless we go up higher and break above this, which still might be risky, but we need to check level by level where Bitcoin might go next. But what I am looking at is obviously lower levels for Bitcoin because This entire demand level, if we see in a bigger perspective, which I'm going to show you in a cleaner chart as well, this has been tested multiple times and it could get broken. That's what we tried to avoid by not entering here, which this was the level I gave you guys before it actually happened, like from 160 to 16,000. But I didn't get in. It's because we want to be disciplined enough there. It's not about just one trade, it's about not losing, which determines our success here. And the other thing was that I did mention you guys that this has been taking a lot of times and this level of supply, and we can expect Dixie, which is US dollar against all the other currencies, to break. And this is the reason as well that I'm trying to avoid buying at this point the cryptocurrencies unless it's confirmed and unless we see a rejection here, because at this time you can see that this is very, very strong move and still below 100, below this level. If we stay in Dixie, it's good for us. Still good. Nothing uh, to be worried of, but for the current scenario that we're looking at, this is strong to move until here. So if we see this going to 100, then what does that mean for Bitcoin? It definitely means that Bitcoin, let me show you in this chart, it definitely means that Bitcoin might again try to break this level and come maybe to 101 or to 94,000. And on Dixie, we might even try to go a little bit higher to make everybody think that, okay, US dollar is gonna go up, then go down. Yes, it does happen a lot in all the charts. This is what trap is and these levels of resistance. If you keep tapping it again and again, definitely it will not happen again from the exact same level, just a little bit higher to make everybody think that this is a breakout, but then immediately the next day it will fall from above 100. So in case we go to 101, it doesn't mean it's a breakout. It should go beyond 101 to like 102 to these levels, like even maybe break this to make a breakout like this with a retest to confirm the breakout, then we can say we are going for a long bear market in crypto. Otherwise, things are good, at least below this. So this is how you can actually see this whole level. I have talked about this quite a lot, and I have talked about the debt of US dollar video. If you go and check, why do I think what I think is this entire run, if you see, okay, you can have two perspective. One is this trend line, which is too far and it should come and reach it, which will give us this support level, which US dollar could fall into, something like this, right? Which is what we want for the bull run, a weakened US dollar, which they will start printing. And another one was the parabolic run that I have shown you a lot of times, because if you see the way it was moving according to this trend line, this was broken fully and retested as well. So what we expect is more weakened dollar and more bullish Bitcoin, but for the long run. That's my own personal opinion. Doesn't have to be correct. We all make mistakes. So not a
How about
financial advice. Yes.
والله شلون عرفته؟
اي عرفت.
والله زين انا مو متخيل.
Bro, okay. If you have any question, then I will unmute you. But I think he didn't know. Anyways, another scenario is that we need to go below this level for US dollar to give us another signal to be weakened. But as you can see, this is happening. So it might as well indicate that US dollar might get much more stronger and we might not see what we're seeing, but this will go up. And it also doesn't mean that it's just US dollar. It also means that Canadian dollar could also be weakened against US dollar. So we're seeing this chart. So it's getting more irrelevant to have USD CAD on our analysis from now on. I'm just going to remove it and we're going to just see Dixie USDT and I'll bring Bitcoin dominance here. We can come to this maybe in the future and see if it's any good for us. The other indicator for the bear and the bull case for the current market is this Bitcoin dominance, which if you see, it has compressed throughout this whole trend line. But what we need is obviously a break of this support, which I have made an adjustment. Previously, it was here, but now it is here because of these current prices that it made recently. Now, if we don't do this, then we cannot expect any alt season. And if the dollar will go up, then the Bitcoin dominance will also shoot. Um, then that's we're going to see, then our analysis will be correct that we will see lower US Bitcoin around 100K, below 100K, which is $98,000, which I gave you guys in the community. Now, this is also another scenario. Keep your eyes on these levels, which is very much important. Losing the 60% will shoot. That's how compressed it looks. And exactly losing 59.55 is going to put us in a lot of, like, everything will go up. You will see all the altcoins. Currently, there are a few altcoins that we do have, and we did invest in, like TAO and TAO bot, which is another coin inside the TAO ecosystem, but everything else will go up. At the moment, it's just few coins like Zcash, which our community is thriving with it. Alhamdulillah. So let's go and take a look at total. This is holding so far. Do you guys have me?
Yeah, it's all good now.
Okay. So this chart is so far holding this line of support, but if you see, it was also touched a couple of times, like a lot of times. Will it be the same this time after making lower highs but no lower low? This is the probability. This is what I'm looking at to actually accumulating a lot in this level. But if that doesn't happen, then I will just wait for a new uh, market formation, maybe around these levels. If it breaks, then we'll buy this scenario and we'll see if we break this, then we will see this one. Two, in total. Otherwise, you see what is going to come for the entire market. But let's not be too bearish too. We are currently at a level of support. We still need to look at every other metric to determine if that is going to happen. But as of my knowledge and everything I see, the market always doesn't react from the same level again and again to give everybody the opportunity to get in. A lot of people lose themselves in these levels, and that's what the market sentiment is. The overall people, like the majority, doesn't make money. Few people do, and they need to be correct where they buy. And it comes with a lot of experience. So take a look at this one, total 2. It is holding this trend line, but if you see even this trend line for Ethereum has been retested. So this is total market cap of crypto, excluding Bitcoin, which gives you another view, which what will happen to Ethereum and the Ethereum tokens. This is very, very critical level, and this keeps making lower highs. So there is a chance we can liquidate the people that are sitting higher at these levels. I will show you the liquidation charts very soon. But if that doesn't happen, then we can definitely expect lower levels. That's what I'm looking at toward these levels. I have mentioned these a couple of times, but that's how it's looking. Same thing for total 3, lower levels. We're gonna come back to Bitcoin and we'll do a summary of what I'm thinking. But before that, let's go and take a look at Ethereum. If you see currently Ethereum is sitting at this level of supply, which we haven't traded it, we can, if it reclaims 3,900, like so, then we can buy this retest. Or the breakout if it doesn't let us buy, but it might just do it maybe after reaching to 4,000 then coming like so, or even if it does break and go even higher, let it go, then even if it makes a structure higher, then we can be at least sure to buy at that level. You can extend this trend line to see if this is going to happen, then buy it there. Otherwise, what's the rush? You can maybe get lower levels because this trend line is clearly broken. And we are currently sitting at a level of supply, which this is the move that comes after that. Okay. So you have it here, everything that you need to know about Ethereum. And let's take a look at the daily chart. There is no good daily candle as well. You can see this thing has happened, the same candle patterns before too. If it is right, then make a breakout today. Because right after one candle, let me show you. This was a wick. We had another candle, then a larger leg out, if you see. Same thing as this wick and this candle. After that, another smaller candle with another leg out, but the price fell again, making the same pattern again. Then it made a small rally to this level. Do you really think after breaking this trend line, because at that time no trend line was broken, now after breaking this trend line, it will still happen and give you a leg out? Maybe. Then for that, if you have already bought this level, then very good, because I did give you, but I am not in it. We have already taken profit from Ethereum from all these levels and this entire run since 25th of September. Why should I care to enter here? I can just enter here and be much more disciplined later on. So there's a lot of good things that I'm telling you right now, and you can learn from it and maybe use it, inshallah, to fix the way you're trading. And if ever I tell something to you that doesn't seem right and you have much better proof, then please let me know so I can learn from that. Eat BTC. How long since I have given this to you? Since October, like the beginning of October, when this whole trend line was broken. You can see that the price is compressing at this level and making a way for a breakout, but it's more likely to break lower and fall below. That everything else as well indicates toward that than breaking up higher, because we're sitting below this and breakout happened below and the retest is happening right at this level. So what we expect is another lower low. See, this was a higher high, but then this was a lower high. It's lower than this whole thing. Then it was a lower low, lower high, lower low. We're still sitting at lower high. Expect a lower low here. Solana, very much the same. Although it looks like it is on this trend, but I am not going to buy this here. I would rather buy it just a little bit higher, because if you see, I did the same with Solana so many times, correct trades. Just this one that we held because at that time Bitcoin didn't hit our stop loss, but then we again took profit and got out of the market before this happened. So why should I care entering at any of these levels? I would rather wait for this and this and this, or a breakout above this or a breakout above this to be much more sure. This is the ceiling that it's not letting this go higher because of the same reason for Bitcoin that made a lower high at 116,000, the local top that I told you. Um, Guys, write me your questions if you have, so I can answer them in the while I'm going to analyze things for you if you have. Otherwise, I will in the end do that for you. So the same thing for Solana. I'm just waiting. So the levels you need to look at, it's all in the chart. You can take a screenshot of it, draw the same levels of supply and demand. Please finish the modules if you haven't, because it will make you a trader the same way that I am. You can see the same things that I do, so you can never rely on my analysis. And you can also make better analysis. Maybe you will see things differently than I do, and maybe you can share it in the community so everybody else benefits, right? That's why you need to finish the lessons. That's very much important. Solana BTC, same thing right now at this level of support. None of these has happened because I have given you all these probabilities. Now you can see that this is also trying to break lower. Let's see if it's going to break or it's going to hold. None of it matters at this point. This also broke, falling back to this level of demand. Solana against Ethereum. Very, very clean structures if you follow. And Dogecoin as well, falling down from this level, if you see. And if you see that trend line, while we did make a trade in Bitcoin, which we lost, I gave you guys in the premium the signal for Dogecoin at 18, then I told you guys to get out of this because the price didn't fully close and Bitcoin didn't make a breakout. It was a fake out. So I told you guys if you have entered for long term, then keep it. Otherwise, get out. So if you have, then well done to you because it did give you guys a good 5% profit there right at the time that I gave you. Now it is coming down as well. So the level you can look at is 18 cents. Lower than that is 17 to 16, then 13, 14, 10. Okay, if it's going to go up, where can you look at? This blue level that it just broke lower and it couldn't reclaim. One is here. The other one is this red line. But it looks like it will keep doing this until it really compresses and breaks. So nothing for Dogecoin as well. Nothing, absolutely, in the charts. For the long term, if you think these prices are cheap for you, you can accumulate. But for the trading that you get one or two or maximum, like 2 or 3 trades from these, according to your risk appetite, according to your risk management, you can wait. You can wait so you get so good at trading that you can go and find any other coin and just get in, make money, get out. And don't worry that what is going to happen in the long term. Doge against Bitcoin getting weak, although it's at the level of support. Doge against Ethereum, same thing, weak, but still at the level of support. Everything is indicating lower levels for me. And this also, which is gold against BTC, is trying to go up. So far, we are between these two levels if we make the adjustment. So in order to, you can see that everything is now aligning. For us to go bullish for Bitcoin at 112K, this also needs to fall below 0.0339. Gold against Bitcoin should fall, which it means that gold is weakened and Bitcoin is very much strong. But if not, then if this happens, then that's the bear market scenario for you according to gold. What's interesting is gold itself, which I don't have that other arrow that I gave you, which was climbing back, which it did, that I talked in the previous session and in the live as well. So you can see we're currently sitting nicely back above this level, which it can take gold to 4,140. Then if this is broken back to the all-time high, otherwise then a break of this would be lovely. Let's see what's going to happen. So far, things are looking a lot uncertain. That's why we need to avoid getting in every single trade. Now, there was an analysis that needed to be done on PAX-G, which I'm going to do. I was once a keen trader in PAX-G, but then saw some manipulation and abnormal fluctuation as compared to actual XAU chart, then stopped trading, instead brought physical gold and held with current returns 40%. Mashallah, bro. I'm in loss since I bought. When did you buy? I bought in March last month. Anyways, interesting conversation in the community about PAX-G, which is the crypto form of gold. I am not gonna go into the fundamentals of that, which I have done already previously. I'm going to just quickly make an analysis. Now, I will let you guys speak. So one by one, whoever has question, let me know so you can speak. Let me find, where is PaxG? It's not here. Let me add it. PaxG. I call it PaxG. I don't know what else to call it. I think it's Pax Gold. So it is what it is. Anyways, it's a chart is just a little bit different than the gold itself, but no doubt it's still sitting on a level of demand, which it's crazy to even find the level of demand for this. It's still sitting at level of demand. If gold goes up, this goes up. That's how far I can say. But if we lose 3,900, then gold back to where it came from. That's all. Okay, guys. One last thing that I was going to show you guys in case things go south, which will put us back into bullishness. If you see in the CoinAnk, there is liquidation being built of these futures traders that recently, all of them, they're long traders and they're short traders, they're both losing significantly. However, they want to trade uh, Bitcoin or any other coin. So their current liquidation area is at 112,000. How accurate is that? So if they get liquidated, we are good. But there's also a lot more liquidation of long at like 379 million of long positions. So which one is it going to be? 333 million or 374 million liquidations? That's why I am a little bit bearish. So we can see that price again. And once they are liquidated, we can get in. And but in this chart, that was 3-day, right? Yeah. So in the other one, CoinGlass, it's looking more likely for Bitcoin to maybe liquidate people that are sitting at the higher price. So let it do it. Let it actually liquidate the short traders of Bitcoin, then we can get in. Or let it liquidate the long players, then we can get in. Both scenarios, we're ready. Now, going to your questions, please be quick. We have like 6 minutes and 47. Okay, there is one in the chat, which I haven't checked. Why is it? TAO and Zcash, please. Okay, let's go, let's go. TAO. Where is it? In the wrong place, TAO. Okay, good. Beautiful. Just the way we thought, I guess. Okay, this was given to the community members. Not just community. I gave you guys in here, but I gave the signal and premium for premium members. So good job. It was a retest. MashaAllah. If you did enter, good job. Tau is in profit. It has broken the structure. We can expect it to go up. What could be scary for Tau is very simple. Now we need to make an analysis again, clean everything. Just clean everything. So this might just run, first of all, like Zcash, but if it doesn't, where should you sell it all? Go to the line chart and see the level that it broke. So you can see that all these support and resistance levels have been broken. And the line chart, and according to weekly, 439 will be the maximum level you're going to hold tau. And if you're going to add as well, wait for what Bitcoin is going to do. Maybe people are over speculating and maybe they are right. Maybe that everything is gonna go up. That's why they are all in what is it? Tau. So let's see if they're right, or let's see if I'm right. No worries. These are the levels you can look for taking profit, but if you want to re-enter again, you will enter in this scenario. I will show you in lower time frame as well, but if you lose this, then you get out here, then you let it fall. This is how it looks like eventually. Now let's come into daily and see. Yeah, it does make sense. This is a level of demand, so you don't want to lose it. I cannot recommend you to buy at these levels, that's all. Let's go and check Zcash before our meeting time is over. 3 minutes 47 seconds. Where is Zcash? Where is Zcash? Okay. So let's make a new analysis. This chart is filled with analysis. Is it the only chart we can get on Zcash? I bet not. Sick. Let me come here, put sick. Oh, okay. Now this is a better chart. Why I didn't have this previously. Anyway, so at the time that I sold Zcash, by the way, just to give you guys a quick update, everything else was neither in profit nor in loss, obviously for me. But the one that was in a lot of profit was Zcash, and I needed a lot to spend at that time, which you know that my spending comes from crypto, and I had to sell it at 133 while I entered these levels around 46 was my average. So it was a good ride, but now the ones that hold, they are in much profit. So good luck to you guys. Shabash. It's looking good, but you are at the level of supply. This needs to be broken so it pushes to 900. Then what? It went to 30,000 when? This is insane. It went in 2017, by the way. Are you guys really expecting for Zcash to go to those levels? That's why you're holding? Are you trying to oversmart me? In both cases, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, this is how it's looking like. Currently at level of supply. I do always take profit at these levels, but you know what to do. It is a level of supply, so, and it's not broken. If Bitcoin comes down, it will come down. Where to accumulate again? Obviously, this is in monthly. So one level is here at around 93.83. This is in monthly because this level was a major level that was broken. If we get to see that level, even I would do, but let's see where can you accumulate in weekly. If that's what you're looking for, doesn't mean that I will do it. One is here, the other one is here. Let's check daily as well. So yeah, could come to these levels again. Let me fix this. How to put this thing? It doesn't make sense. There's one here, just leave the rest the way it is. So